So there I was, just minding my own business, or some version of that, whilst walking the streets of Seoul, Korea. Now, being a plane person, you have a way of sensing when planes are close, and I suddenly got that feeling. So I looked up, and there on top of a 4-story building was a 737 tail. What was it doing there, I said. And then I said, hopefully in my inside voice, I gotta get in there. So I walked around to the front of the building, looked up and saw the nose, or at least the heavily modified nose, as I had now had the beak of a raptor looking down at me. On the main floor of the building there was a no-brand hamburger place. Really, that's the name. You can see a review on my soon-to-be launched channel, Middle-Aged White Guy Tries Westernized Korean Food. Never wanting to freeload, I placed my order and was lucky enough to have a server who knew enough English that he could tell me that the plane was now a closed restaurant. But if I took the elevator on the side of the building and the door wasn't locked, I could get out and see it. So I ate my hamburger without chewing and finished off my Coke in a similar fashion, and I was off looking for the elevator. There it was, off to the side and a little hidden, but there as explained. I was excited, just like Charlie was when he got into Willy Wonka's elevator. Now, of course, the elevator doesn't take you directly to the roof, so I found the stairs, but more importantly, no one asking me what I was doing. So, up I went. There awaited me 2 steel doors, but they were not locked, just slightly open, so to me that was an okay to open them, and abracadabra, there she was. She was a little worse for wear, but she was there, so out came the camera, and I walked around her. The door to go inside was open, but there was a sign saying "Do not enter," and being in someone else's country, on someone else's building, wanting to walk into someone else's property without an invite, I found my mother's voice whispering loudly in my ear, "If it was yours, would you want someone else just walking in?" So I stayed on the outside. I love my mother, but she has been the reason more than once that a potentially great story is now just a good story. So, after my walk around, I went down 1 floor to the bookstore and stopped in to see if they knew any of the backstory. But other than it was just a failed restaurant, I got nothing more. Well, sort of. Turns out that the bookstore has a little cafe, and that little cafe roasts their own coffee. Do you want to know where they roast their coffee? I'll tell you. In the damn plane. So with a few more questions and a possible pouty face, I got me a tour of the inside of the airplane. Sorry, I wasn't allowed to take any photos. But as you can tell, the main entrance is over the right wing. From there they have set up 2 rooms, fore and aft. Roasting is done in the tail of the aircraft, and the front is now just storage. That's it. Pretty simple. So by being polite and patient, I did get in. I do, however, hope to have some more news about the inside of the aircraft and a major related announcement. Watch the channel to see if I can pull it off. Also, if anyone knows the history of the airplane, I would love to know. A search in both English and Korean failed to bring up anything. Please let me know in the comments if you know anything more. Thank you. Please subscribe.